Hello everyone and welcome to my Stamina Warden PvP build for the Stonethorn patch. I take no credit for this build. This build has been used by many people. It's very effective. I'm simply making a build video to further explain it, how it works. So let's jump right into it. You choose to go with Nord. Nord is by far the best race for this build. You need the health, you need the old gen, and you absolutely need the resistances. This is a really tanky build, a brawler build. If you want to stay in the fight, this definitely is the build for you. We have all of our points into max stamina. We have the Serpent Mundus. This is very necessary because we're going to be using tri-food, because on a Warden both your stam and your mag are equally important, and your healing is also based off of your health. So as you can see, when we're fully buffed, we actually sit at 41k max health, which is insane. For the champion points, we have 51 Warlord, 49 Mooncalf, 19 Arcanist, 43 Tenacity, 7 Befoul, 40 Tumbling, 61 Shadow Ward, 32 Blessed, 31 Physical Weapons Expert, 81 Master at Arms. You want to have the Tactician passive, 31 Precise Strikes, 37 Piercing, 49 Mighty. For the red CP, 61 Ironclad, 44 Resistant, 49 Hardy and Elemental Defender, 48 Thick-Skinned, and lastly 19 points into Quick Recovery. As far as our food goes, again, we're going to be using the Tri-Food Bewitched Trigger Skulls. The main potion we're going to be using is the Tri-Pot. However, we do use a Stealth Attack Pot for the annoying Stealthy Nightblades, and we do use immovability potions if you need to rest someone or you don't want to get CC'd. For the poisons on our back bar and the sorting board bar, we're going to be using Crown Lethal Poisons, which are double dot poisons. You can just craft them as well, or Trapping Poisons if you want to keep enemies immobilized and at bay. Let's get into the gear. So for the gear, we're using Crimson Twilight on the back bar. This is a really strong set because it's a proc not only for damage, but also for healing. It sometimes gives you over 50k healing in 1 second. It's actually insane. So we're going to use this on the back bar. Powered would be better. I chose to go with Nernhone because I didn't want to trait change it again. We're going to be using a Healthy Shield, Sturdy, because again, our healing is based off of max health. We're going to have 3 pieces on the body: chest, gauntlets, and pants. It could be any 3 pieces. It's completely up to you. The most important part is you have 3 pieces of Crimson on the body, 2 pieces on the back bar. On the front bar, we're going to be using a Maul Sharpened with increased weapon damage enchant on it of Savara Scales. Now this is a really strong set because not only does it give you max stats, a ton of max stats, but it also gives you a strong initial damage proc and a damage over time proc. And it also is AoE, so when you're getting outnumbered, this is a really strong proc set. And of course, the reason why both of these proc sets work so well is because we're using the Malakath's Band of Brutality. And even though you can't crit, this does affect your proc sets a ton and gives them a ton of damage. For Savaras, again, Sharpened Maul, front bar, we're going to have 1 piece on the body. And the reason why we want to have a 1 piece is because we want to have 6 heavy, 1 medium. So again, 1 piece on the body and then 2 pieces of jewelry. You want to have all of your jewelry infused with weapon damage enchants. I just didn't want to trade change my Malakath's because I want to use it on other characters and don't want to farm it again. Last but not least, we have the Bloodspawn 2-piece. This, in my opinion, is the best because you kind of need to sustain the stamina recovery as well as the old gen. However, you can go with Malubeth if you want to be a little bit more tanky, or Balorgs if you want to have a little bit more damage. And the last piece is the 1 piece of Trainee. You can put this anywhere. You can put it on jewelry. You can put it on any body piece as well. Just make sure it's heavy if you're going to put it on the body. And if you want to run 6 and 1, 6 heavy, 1 medium. And the simple reason is because this is the biggest 1-piece health bonus in the game. So heavy armor, Trainee, all triglyphs. This is going to give you a ton of stats. As you can see on the character sheet, our stats are just insane. 41k health, 30k stamina, and 18k magicka. Lastly, let's go over the skills. On the front bar, Dizzy Swing, our main spammable. Subterranean and Assault, this is our one of our main burst skills, as well as the Major Fracture skill. Forward Momentum, we simply use this to remove all the snares and keep ourselves moving. Then we have Executioner to execute anyone after we bursted them. Bird of Prey, not only does this give you minor Berserk, increasing your damage by 8%, but also, most importantly, it gives you Major Expedition. When you're running away from a Zerg or you're getting outnumbered, it's really important to keep this and this up. Lastly, Dawnbreaker is smiting for the weapon damage and the burst. On the back bar, we have Leeching Vines. You want to keep this up at all times because anytime an enemy attacks you, you're going to get healing. Arctic Blast, this is not only a free CC, but one of our biggest burst heals that a Warden has. It also does have a healing over time and heals. So yeah, this is anytime you get low, you're just going to pop this a couple of times, you're going to get to max health. Resolve and Vigor, one of our biggest healing over time abilities on any stamina class. Ice Fortress, not only is this good for major resolve, but also it gives you minor protection. Keep this up at all times. Full Netch, you have to keep this up pretty much at all times. It gives you major brutality as well as a ton of sustain. So you want to use this at all times and only reapply it once it runs out because it does give you the most at the end. Last but not least, Permafrost. This is our defensive and offensive ultimate. If you gain enough ultimate for this, it does a pretty good damage over time aspect of it. It also snares people around you, but most importantly, it gives you major protection. So when you're going to bomb a group or you're going offensive, you can keep your health up with the major protection as well. Lastly, the overview for the whole build. Here's the superstar, so you can take a look if you don't want to watch the whole video. I'll obviously leave this in the description as well. But yeah, this build is extremely strong, extremely broken. Please don't try to outnumber people with it. It's just absolutely insane. It works. It's really, really strong. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.